Pinned message, Knox and Silas. $50,000 pot. Who bets the new scholarship charity case first? 30 days. My phone glares. I'm in the group chat. Floating text suddenly burns across my retinas. The chat. LMAO. The NPC got added to her own takedown group. She deserves it. Thief. She stole Aurora's rank the second she transferred. Look at this hillbilly. She thinks they like her? She stopped studying to rot with them. Watch her get pumped and dumped. I stare at the screen. My heart doesn't race. It calculates. Panic? No. This is a payday. My thumbs fly across the keyboard. I hit send. Sup boys. I'm the scholarship girl's ex-boyfriend. I know it all. Her dirty secrets. Her kinks. Her triggers. Check the pinned post. My rates aren't cheap. Serious buyers only. They bite. Hard. My intel is terrifyingly accurate. The notifications don't stop. Ding. 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 They pay for everything. My comfort cravings. My worst period cramps. My sensitive spots. I make a killing. My bank account looks like a phone number. But the boys? They are crashing out. We did the list. Knox texts. Why is she still freezing us out? Silas types back, furious. Yo, X. How the hell do you know this much? You sure she isn't still obsessed with you? My advertisement sat in the chat, glowing on the screen. For a few seconds, total silence. Then, the rich kids lost their minds. WTF? You're Maya's ex? You know her privacy settings? This smells like a scam. I sent a smiley face emoji. 100% legit. Satisfaction guaranteed. No refunds. Knox, the school's resident nightmare, chimed in with a scoff. Easy way to find out if he's lying. Tell me where Maya is right now. If you're right, I'll transfer you $2,000. The chat scrolled past my eyes again. Here we go. Knox is a pure hater. Ever since Maya took the top spot from Aurora, he's been on a warpath. He calls her a hillbilly and a stinking outsider every day. So he hates me? Perfect. I don't need his love. I need his money. I replied instantly. Library. 3rd floor. 5th row. Window seat. If you leave now, you'll catch her. 10 minutes later. I was sitting in the library, pretending to read, when a shadow fell over my table. Knox pulled out a chair and sat directly across from me. He didn't say a word to me. He just typed into the group chat. She's here. The group exploded again. I suppressed a smirk and typed back under my alias. Told you. I'm the expert on this girl. You can call me ex-hubby. Knox looked at his phone, then at me. He typed back. Deal's a deal, ex-hubby. A notification pinged on my phone. Transfer received. $2,000. My hands were trembling under the table. Not from fear. From the sheer, unadulterated dopamine hit of cash hitting my balance. God, why didn't I think of this sooner? I finally looked up, meeting Knox's gaze. Knox, heir to the family dynasty, born with a platinum spoon in his mouth and a chip on his shoulder. The school's untouchable tyrant. He looked like a model who got into street fights. Dangerous. Feral. A mad dog in designer clothes. He was resting his chin on his hand, staring right at me. His eyes were playful. Predatory. I immediately dropped my head. The picture of a scared little rabbit. Knox typed into the group chat. Interesting. I'm sitting right in front of her, looking this good, and she doesn't even blush. Spencer chimed in. I saw her in the library last week. She actually looks kind of pure. Knox scoffed in the chat. Pure? Please. The quiet ones are always the dirtiest in bed. Hey ex-hubby, did you bang her? I replied instantly. Nope. We were planning to lose our V-cards on graduation night. Too bad we broke up before the fireworks. But if you pull it off, you owe me a bonus. Knox sent a laughing emoji. Deal. When I get her in my bed, I'll send you a fat check. Now, how do I get her number? I typed back. That requires a strategy consultation. $4,000. A notification pinged. Transfer received. $4,000. I tapped accept faster than a heartbeat. I continued typing. She's desperate for money. She's been looking for tutoring gigs to cover living expenses. Use that. Knox scoffed. Didn't she just bag the merit scholarship? That's $20,000. Is that not enough for her? For a charity case, she sure has expensive taste. I explained. It's complicated. Dead mom. Deadbeat dad with a gambling addiction. Grandma in the ICU. She sent every penny of that scholarship to the hospital. She needs this job to survive. Knox paused. Her family is that messed up? Fine. I'll ask her to tutor me. The next second, the test paper on my desk was snatched away. I looked up. Knox was leaning against the edge of my table, looming over me. He spoke, his voice lazy and arrogant. You're Maya, right? I hear you're a brainiac. Tutor me. I'll pay you $10,000 a month. My heart did a backflip. But on the outside, I feigned hesitation. That's too much. I can't accept that. 3 or 4,000 is fine. Knox raised an eyebrow. The rich boy temper flared. Are you looking down on me? That's the standard rate for all my tutors. Take it or leave it. I bit my lip, pretending to be cowed. Okay, I understand. Knox grinned. Good. Give me your number. A few minutes later, Knox posted the proof in the group. She said yes. Got the digits. I replied immediately. Congrats. The other rich kids went wild. Damn. The ex really knows his stuff. He got the number that fast? Knox might actually be the first one to hit that. The weekend. Knox's private study lounge. I was walking him through physics. I didn't go easy on him. My tutoring style is basically boot camp. By the end of the session, Knox's eyes looked glazed over. The feral dog looked more like a lobotomized golden retriever. Finally, break time. Knox immediately raged in the group chat. Knox, FCK. This is actually tutoring. Knox, don't laugh. She actually makes sense. It's easy to understand. Knox, hey X. I want to make a move. Where is she most sensitive? Suddenly, a system notification popped up. Silas has joined the chat. Silas. Student body president. The golden boy. The guy who looks like he walked out of a Ralph Lauren ad and into a Senate campaign. He fits every definition of the Prince Charming archetype. The rich kids in the chat went wild. Spencer, whoa. The prince is here. Spencer, thought you said this group was trash and quit? Silas typed back, his tone smooth even in text. Silas, heard Maya's ex is actually helping Knox make progress. Figured I'd join the fun. Silas, what? Knox can buy intel from the merchant, but I can't? I sent a smiley face. Me, business is open to everyone. Welcome to the party. Call me ex-hubby. Knox tagged me immediately. Knox at ex-hubby shut up. Don't talk to him. Just tell me. Where's Maya sensitive? Notification. Transfer received. $10,000. I tapped accept instantly. Do I know where I'm sensitive? No. Do I know how to lie for 10 grand? Absolutely. I typed back. Me. There's a mole on the back of her neck. Me. Kiss it. Just graze it with your lips. She falls apart. She'll shake like a leaf. Knox sent a grinning emoji. Knox, bet. I'm doing it. Silas. Kissing her neck on the first tutoring session? You'll catch a harassment charge, Knox. Don't be a creep. Knox paused. Valid point. Notification. Transfer received. $4,000. Knox, give me something safer. Normal physical contact. I pretended to think. Me. Her ears. They're super sensitive. Just a light touch or a breath and they turn bright red. Me. Want the R-rated spots? That costs extra. Spencer. Damn. X. You're actual trash. Selling your girls secrets like that. I rolled my eyes at the screen. Me. Hey, gotta eat. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Don't hate the player. Silas chimed in, smooth and self-righteous. Silas. Don't judge the merchant. We aren't saints either. Silas. The goal is to break Maya. Destroy her. For Aurora. Silas. I saw Aurora crying in the stairwell after that hillbilly took first place. It broke me. She deserves to pay. I typed back, playing the part. Me. Exactly. Supply and demand. No shame in the game. Conversation over. I put the phone down and looked at Knox. Breaks over. Let's get back to the questions. Knox said, oh, but his eyes weren't on the paper anymore. They were drifting. We were a few minutes in when he leaned closer. Teacher, he murmured, his voice dropping to a rough, low timbre. I still don't get this one. I leaned in, checking the page. Which part? Right here. I raised my hand to point at the equation. I parted my lips to explain. He closed the distance. He didn't look at the paper. Instead, he tilted his head and blew a soft, hot breath directly into the shell of my ear. A shiver ripped through me. It was violent. Instant. I gasped, slapping a hand over my ear and recoiling. What the hell? I didn't know I was actually sensitive there. Knox froze. He stared at my ear, watching the flush of crimson spread like wildfire across the skin. Then, his gaze dragged down. It locked onto the mole on the back of my neck. The air in the room grew heavy. Charged. I saw his throat work. His Adam's apple bobbed a harsh, audible swallow. His eyes went dark, pupils blowing wide as if he wanted to devour that small patch of skin. He propped his chin on his hand. A slow, predatory smirk curled his lips. Teacher, he drawled. You really are sensitive. I stiffened, forcing my face into a mask of stone-cold professionalism. Look at the question. The second the session ended, Knox was in the group chat. Knox, her ear turned red. Knox, she's insanely sensitive there. If I caught her off guard and licked her earlobe, SHT, her whole face would burn. It's fun. The chat lit up. Spencer, haha, ex-hubby definitely knows that taste. Spill it. I sat on my bed, counting my cash and typed back. Me, oh yeah, honeymoon phase. I used to lick her ear while she did homework. She'd melt. Couldn't even hold a pen. Me, I've got way better spots than that. But the price just went up. 5x multiplier. Me, anyone else want the goods? I've got the R-rated stuff ready. I waited for the bids. But Knox snapped. Knox, you are actual garbage. Making money off your ex's secrets? How did she ever love a scumbag like you? The group paused. Spencer, whoa. Why are you raging? Spencer, you're literally paying him for the info. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Spencer, wait. Did one tutoring session turn you soft? Do you actually like Maya now? Spencer, I mean, she is the innocent, good girl type. That's your weakness. Knox scoffed in the chat. Knox, impossible. She isn't even a fingernail compared to Aurora. Why would I like her? Knox, by the way, I saw a burn scar on her hand during the session. It's nasty. What happened? I didn't blink. Me, money first. Notification. Transfer received. $2,000. I accepted the cash. Then I spun the tragedy. Me, oh that. It's her dad. Rick. Me, he's a violent drunk. When she was little, he used to chain her up by the neck during the day. Like a dog. So she couldn't run. Me, at night, if he lost money gambling, he'd come home wasted. He used her arm as an ashtray. Burned her with cigarettes. Me, that's why she hates men who drink. It triggers her. The chat went dead silent. No emojis. No jokes. After a long minute, Knox typed. Knox, she lived like that? Silas chose that moment to slide in. Silas, come to think of it, Knox, you love your alcohol, don't you? Silas, looks like I win. Knox fired back instantly. Knox, shut up. I'll quit.